welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. So let me run through the plans for the week. So I am currently in the middle of two books at the moment. The first one is The Empire of the Vampire. I've been reading this for about 2 weeks now and I'm still 164 pages in of like a 700-page book. It is taking me a ridiculously long time to get through this. I don't know if it's because it's just thick and chunky and I'm kind of taking it to work every now and then, or whether it's because I'm annotating it, I don't know, but I'm loving the story. It's just taking me so long to read and I think I'm just putting off reading it. It's taking me like an hour to read 20 pages and I think when I know I can pick something up on my Kindle or I can pick up something else and I can read like 100 pages in an hour, I'm going to choose that over this. So I'm hoping to kind of prioritise reading this week, make somewhat of a dent. I do want to finish it before the end of the month. I mean, I know we're only halfway through, but yeah. So we have this. And then the other book that I'm in the middle of is Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is the second book in the Chestnut Spring series. I don't even have a bookmark because I am kind of reading it on my Kindle at the same time. So I am on page 307, which is chapter 25. So I mean, I've only got that much left. I sat in bed last night and read for like an hour and I read just over 100 pages and I know I'm going to finish this today. Obsessed with it. Cowboy romance. I think I'm just going to go into every book like straight after the other because I read Flawless, obsessed with it. Reading this, absolutely love it. I hear that maybe Powerless isn't quite the best, but then some people say like Reckless is the best. But I'm just having such a fun time and they're such quick fun reads. So I'm reading this, hopefully I'm going to finish this today and then I can pick up Powerless, and I think that's probably why it's taking me so long to read Empire of the Vampire, because I am having so much more fun with this. It's just a light-hearted read, whereas this is a lot of world building, politics, vampires, death, you know. So, but I mean, we're covering all grounds. I've got, you know, a very wide genre here. So that's the reading plans for this week. For today, I'm going to be taking Heartless with me to work. I am going to take it on my Kindle just for ease so I don't damage it, and I do read quicker on my Kindle anyway. And then I do have tomorrow off work, so maybe I can dedicate some time to Empire of the Vampire, or I'll probably just sit and read like Powerless in one sitting. Who knows? So that's the reading plans for today and the week. I'm going to finish my tea, head off to work, and obviously I will take you along for my day and for the week, let you know what I get up to, what reading plans, any updates and things like that. So I will speak to you later. How dark it was getting, and I've been distracted with dinner, and I think I put on Renegade Nell. It's on Disney Plus. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm only on like episode 3, but I sat down and watched that and kind of let time get carried away. But I did finish Heartless while I was cooking dinner and I am obsessed. I didn't realise about one of the tropes that was going to be in it. That was like a complete surprise, obviously, to her, to them, to me. I'm not like the biggest fan of the trope, but I think it worked well, and I just love them and their relationship, and his nickname Red for her is just, it was just adorable. Every time he said it, I just loved it. So now I've finished this, I definitely think I'm probably going to move on to the next one, which is Powerless. This definitely feels a lot thicker, so it might take me a little bit longer to get through. But again, I will probably pick this up on my Kindle because I definitely feel like I read quicker on my Kindle rather than physically. But I have got tomorrow off, so I might try and carry on reading it tomorrow. I haven't started it yet. I kind of think I want to start it tonight because it's either that or I watch some like booktube or something. I'm a bit undecided, but I'll probably read something. I'll probably read like a couple chapters at least. So I'm just loving the Chestnut Spring series in general. And then obviously the sooner I get around to finishing these, the sooner I can start Wild Love, and then the next one comes out in a few months' time. I'm obviously going to be finished all of these before then, but you know, it's keeping me going because I don't finish series that often. It's not technically like a series. You can read them as standalones, I think. Obviously there's overlapping of characters and it might spoil it if you read it in different order, but you know, you can read it as a standalone. But it's definitely a series that I'm loving. It's a series I never thought I'd get to. I'm not a big romance person. I never thought I would like a cowboy romance, because you've got books like Icebreaker and Wildfire that have never appealed to me. I mean, we have them at work and people, you know, flick through them and buy them, but I've just never been one to go, oh my god, I definitely want to read that. So I'm just very surprised with myself with, you know, reading these. But I'm excited to carry on, so I'm probably going to start Powerless at some point. I am halfway through Renegade now on episode 3, so I'm going to finish that, I think, and then I can get to reading. So like I said, I've got tomorrow off work, so I'm hoping to dedicate some good time to reading. I might see about filming some bits for like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, but I'm a bit undecided again. I have no plans, everything's up in the air, so we're just going to kind of wing it tomorrow. We're going to wing it for the week, like I tend to. So I'm going to go finish Renegade now, start this, and then I will speak to you later when I have some updates about it. Last night reading as well as this morning, and I've managed to actually start and finish Powerless by Elsie Silver, and I think I've managed to finish this in less than 24 hours, in about 12 hours potentially. And this isn't my favourite one out of the 3 that I've read, but it was definitely very good. I just don't think I liked the miscommunication, and I definitely think it was longer than it needed to be. This one is definitely longer than the rest. I think it must be about 100 pages longer. It just feels chunkier, but I still had a really good time. I have downloaded Reckless onto my Kindle so I can start that as soon as possible, and I've also downloaded Hopeless in the hopes that I kind of get the feeling I'll probably be finishing both of those at some point this week, because I don't really know how I feel about going back to Empire of the Vampire just yet. I'm quite enjoying my cowboy romance. So I've literally spent all morning just reading this. It's now currently lunchtime and I have no plans. So I don't know whether to like pick up Reckless and just start that, or you know, I don't really know what the plan is for the rest of the day, but I do have the day off and it is a much nicer day today compared to yesterday. Yesterday the weather was ridiculous. It was hailing, it was raining, it was windy, and today the sun is actually shining. Looking out of the window now though, there is dark clouds, so I mean it could possibly rain at some point soon, but it's sunny, it's bright. So I think I'm gonna film some videos, perhaps do some content creating, and then hopefully I will just sit and read for another good amount this afternoon. So yeah, that's all the updates I have for you at the moment, but I will speak to you later when I have some more. Recorded like how shoved this was in the letterbox, because I literally had to open the door and pull it out the other end because he just folded the end, shoved it in and walked away, all because he just couldn't be bothered to ring the doorbell. I mean, there's 2 of us at home today and Amazon drivers really got on my nerves, so I'm really hoping this isn't damaged. But I did buy a book last night, which is very unlike me, especially buying it from Amazon. I don't tend to buy books from Amazon, but it's the only place that I could get it from. I couldn't get it from Waterstones or anything like that, so I had to bite the bullet really. But I was a bit undecided as to whether to get this series or another series, and then I've kind of decided, actually, well, let's get the first book in both series and be smart, read them, and then if I like either or both, I can then get the rest of the series, because I tend to have a habit of buying the series and then I don't read it. So I thought I would just, yeah, be smart about it. So this is Fireborn by Rosary Munda. Now it's literally the cover that drew me in. This cover is stunning, and from what I know, it's about dragons and it's a fantasy series. I mean, this on my dragon shelf is all I need. So this is actually a teen book. It is a YA fantasy book, so I'm not expecting much smut or things like that. I'm hoping there's just more plot and world building. But it says, Annie and Lee were only children when revolution changed their world, giving everyone a chance to test into the governing class of dragon riders. So I'm assuming that them two, they try and probably succeed at becoming dragon riders, and it is a trilogy. All 3 books are out. The covers are absolutely stunning. The second one is Flamefall, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, but that is the second cover. I just think these are stunning. I do prefer a hardback book, but the hardback book of this, the cover isn't the same, and it was just not up to par, so I have had to settle for a paperback. But with a cover like this, I don't really mind. So I'm excited to give this a go. This is going straight on my TBR cart because I obviously need to read this as soon as possible. So hopefully next month, or at the end of this month when I do my TBR for May, I can then pick this out. But I'm very excited to give this a go. It's a very floppy paperback as well. I love that. But yeah, excited to have this. Other than the book mail, I haven't done anything. I've took Nova out for a walk and that's it. I've done some editing and I haven't done any more reading. I did read a fair amount this morning. I did finish a book today. I just haven't got around to reading any more, and I didn't realise the time. It's already like 5 o'clock, so I need to start dinner and just kind of settle in for the night. But I will probably pick up a book later today, perhaps. But like I said, there's no rush. I've done a good amount of reading today already, so we'll see. I did get cold, so I've put a hoodie on as well because I went out for a walk with Nova. It was really sunny, but it was really windy, and then it started raining, and then we had the window open in the bathroom as well, and then I've just got in there and I've just gone cold. So I'm kind of feeling now is a good time for a cup of tea perhaps. Maybe I can read a little bit for like half an hour and then do something. All these thoughts are in my mind. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I will speak to you later when the thoughts have stopped and then I can actually do something. So I will speak to you then. The next day, it is Wednesday morning, and last night I managed to finish Reckless by Elsie Silver. So I literally sat and finished this in less than a day, which is just crazy. I knew I wanted to read some of it, but I had like a spare hour in the evening. I was just like, well, we might as well just finish it, why not? So I really did enjoy this one. I do think this one was better than the last one, which was Powerless, I want to say, but it's still not my favourite. I'm still like torn between Rhett and Cade. I think Cade is like slightly overtaking Rhett, but yeah, one of those two are my favourites. This is probably third favourite, so I think probably going to hop into Hopeless today. I'm probably not going to finish it today because I am at work, and if I could just sit and read for a few hours, that would be incredible, but I'd probably get told off. So yeah, absolutely loving this series. I'm reading books so quickly, it's ridiculous. But that's the best thing about reading, is when you find a book or a series that you like and you just binge your way through it. And I kind of can't wait to like start Wild Love as well. I haven't seen too many good reviews. I mean, I've seen good reviews, but I've seen a lot of negative reviews about Wild Love as well, and it's just not up to par with this series, so I'm kind of excited to see where that kind of goes and get my thoughts on it, because obviously this series is fresh in my mind. So I do think when I finish Hopeless I will probably start Wild Love, and hopefully I can maybe finish both of those books within this vlog. I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, it was just a quick update to let you know I have finished the 4th book in the Chestnut Spring series. I will be moving on to the 5th one today, and I kind of don't want to, it's hard to really like let you know my thoughts because I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to talk through it because it's the 4th book in like a series, and there is crossovers and you do kind of meet other characters from like the first few books in this. I don't want to say anything and accidentally reveal something that I shouldn't have. So yeah, sorry about that, but just know that I'm loving it. Actually how quick I read on my Kindle compared to like reading a physical book. So I took my Kindle with me to work today and I started Hopeless on my lunch. I had an hour. I didn't read for the whole hour because obviously I need to eat, and I think I was talking to the people I work with and bits and pieces, but I made it up to chapter 12, which is page 111. So it must have been about like 45 to 50 minutes I read for, and I read over 100 pages, which I think is actually really good. Obviously I do think my Kindle helps, and I'm really glad that I picked it up on my Kindle even though I own the physical book. But I'm definitely glad I picked this up. We are following Beau and we are following Bailey. I don't know if it's Beau or B. It's B-E-A-U. Is that Beau? Do you pronounce that Beau or do you pronounce that B? I'm pronouncing it Beau in my head, but that could be wrong. And he's kind of like the last brother. Obviously, it's the last book in the series, so he's the last one we kind of need to know about. We found out some things in the last book about him that happened. So this one is very interesting because he's had a lot of trauma. He's in the military, so I feel like we're kind of getting a backstory about him, which I quite like. And I do think Bailey's the one to kind of get it out of him, like his story, his side, because he's quite closed off, doesn't have many friends, doesn't go out, doesn't do much, and I think that's just because of his job and things. But Bailey definitely kind of helps him relax, but he has just offered a fake proposal to her, and this is kind of the start of their fake relationship, so she can start getting a better job because she kind of wants better for herself, and having the Eaton surname apparently in this small Chestnut Springs town is kind of handy, kind of gets you places. So I'm really enjoying this. I think I'm having such a great time. I'm sad that this is the last book, but I know I've got Wild Love to kind of carry on with, so hopefully I can make a bit more of a dent in this tonight. But then when I came home, I noticed I had book mail. I have a package from Bloomsbury. I didn't get any packages while I was at work. I tell a lie, I did. I think I got bookmarks and pin badges, which I left at work because I don't necessarily need all bookmarks and pin badges, but that was all I got. So I mean, nothing really exciting, but I don't remember what I've asked for from Bloomsbury or if they've messaged me. Nothing's springing to mind, but I mean, they must have said something. Now there's no note or anything like this. Now, have I asked for this or not? I am not too sure. Well, it says this is children's book, so I'm assuming this is a YA book. It comes out in June of this year, and it is the Love Interest by Helen Comerford. This is obviously what it looks like. This is the proof copy, so there's no guarantee this is going to be what it looks like in the end. It says a swoony, hilarious and heartfelt YA rom-com with a fresh and funny take on the conventions of the superhero verse from debut author Helen Comerford. So it's a debut. I don't think I asked for this. I'll have to check my emails to see whether they asked if I wanted a copy or not, but very excited to have this. I love the purple colour, and I do like a YA book. It's a rom-com, and I'm definitely in my romance era at the moment. Cowboys mainly, but romance is okay. So I'm excited to give this a go, so thank you very much to Bloomsbury for sending this to me. I will add it to my TBR. I might add it to my TBR cart actually, just because I need to kind of get better at doing that and like reading the proofs before the books come out, because I have so many that I just haven't got around to, so I might add it to that. But that is all the updates that I have. Obviously I've been at work. I do have work for the next 2 days as well, but it's a DIY night tonight. I'm not cooking. I'm thinking about having a pasta packet for dinner, make a cup of tea, and then I think I'm probably just going to chill out and read. I might even put my pyjamas on and fully get comfortable. I think I don't want to do anything. I've got a bit of a headache from work. It wasn't busy or anything. I don't know, I'm just a bit tired, and just I've started and stopped so many jobs today, and I feel like I haven't actually done one thing fully. And I've been on my phone a lot because I do the social media for work as well. So I think just looking at a screen has kind of just drained it out of me a little bit. So I think I'm actually going to pick up the paperback and not read on my Kindle. I think I'm just going to carry on reading Hopeless physically, I think, just to kind of help. So yeah, sorry for rambling. You don't really need to know about that, I suppose. But I'm just going to go make a cup of tea, chill out, and obviously might set the mood, light some candles, because I always forget to light candles. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and I will speak to you later when I've got some more updates. Quickly jump on to let you know that I did manage to get some reading done this morning. So I don't know what page I was on. I know I had about an hour left of the book, and I think I must have read for about 20 minutes, because I think I've still got about 35 to 40 minutes left. So I'm definitely going to finish that today. I don't know if I'm going to start Wild Love today though, just because if I finish that in my lunch break, I'm going to have like 10-15 minutes left. And to start a brand new book, I might just leave that for tonight, or for potentially like another day. But I just thought, I am still really, really enjoying it. I really like their story. I don't think it's my favourite. I think Cade is my favourite. I just love Cade. But I mean, it's definitely up there. I think it's a great one to kind of end the series on. And we're kind of finding out a bit more about Ford Grant, because you've got Ford Grant and you've got Ford Grant Jr. So the Wild Love book could be about Ford Grant Jr. I think that's more likely. So I am excited to kind of dive into that one as well and see where that goes. But I just thought I'd quickly jump on and let you know that I've done some reading, as you would have seen. I'm about to head to work, and I will hopefully speak to you later, either on my lunch or after work, with any updates about how I feel about the last book in the Chestnut Spring series. I did it. I finished Hopeless, and I can't believe that the Chestnut Spring series is over. Like, I can't believe how quickly I've got around to finishing that series. That series as a whole is 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I never thought I would be reading a cowboy romance, and it's just my whole personality at the minute, which I am definitely not mad about. So I am going to hop into Wild Love as soon as possible. I have got some free time this evening, so I don't know whether to go straight into that or whether to like give myself a bit of a break and start it tomorrow. I'm still undecided, but I honestly love that series so much. So if any of you guys have read it and want to talk about it with me, then please comment below, message me. I don't care. I'm on every social media platform there is, so just find me and message me because I just love that series so much. So yeah, that's all the reading plans I have for you, but I do have a parcel to open. So I did buy something from Vinted, so it's just turned up, so obviously I know what it is. And I saw, I forget her handle, but her name is Amy, and she has been reading this book, and it's a reread for her, and she's been like raving about it. And it's a series that I have kind of looked into, and it sounded quite interesting. So I bought Fireborn the other day because I was saying about 2 different series that I kind of wanted to start, and I bought the first one in each series. So this is the other book in that other series that I kind of wanted to get around to having a look at. But you can't get the hardback at Waterstones at all, and you can get the other 2 in hardback, and I didn't like the idea of getting the paperbacks just because I do prefer a hardback. And the fact that these are deckled edges as well, I mean, I do quite like a deckled edge. So I found this on Vinted. It was literally £5, £3. It was really, really cheap, and I thought, well, I kind of want to dive into the series anyway, so I picked this up. It is in really, really good condition, so I'm happy with my purchase. So this is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. I don't really know too much about this book. I do like to go into books without really knowing much about them, but the fact that someone's reading it and has raved about it is enough for me. I'm happy with this. I'm going to add this to my TBR cart as well, so hopefully next month I can pick this up, because I haven't been doing too good with my TBR reads this month, just because I have been picking up the Chestnut Springs series instead of prioritising my TBR. So maybe I shouldn't pick up Wild Love, maybe I should pick up a book from my TBR. We'll see. Because I still am reading Empire of the Vampire. I don't know whether to carry on with that or stick a pin in that at the moment. I'm not too sure. So yeah, so I'm not too sure what's really happening, but we will decide whenever I get around to it. I just want an easy read. I might look at picking up another book. I've still got like Where the Dark Stands Still, which I'm really excited about, so I might look at reading that sometime soon. But yeah, it's all up in the air. So I'm going to go and carry on with dinner. I don't know whether I'm going to read tonight or not, but obviously I will let you know if I do. I'm going to add this to my TBR cart, and I will speak to you later with any reading plans for the rest of the week. So it's actually been quite a while since I last updated you. I don't actually think I updated the vlog yesterday. I'm not entirely sure. I can't really remember. But I had my friend over for just some drinks last night and a chat, so I just kind of didn't get round to updating you, and I've been out pretty much all day. It's been quite a busy day so far, and then we've still got plans tonight. So I thought I'd quickly hop on and update you. I've got some book mail and bits and pieces just to show you. So I am currently in the middle of a novel love story by Ashley Poston. I saw that she had a new book out and I requested it on NetGalley and was accepted literally the next day. So I've literally jumped at picking this up. I'm only a couple chapters in, but I am really enjoying it. The only other book by Ashley Poston I've read is The Dead Romantics. I did order the 7 Year Slip, I think is her other one. I ordered that from Waterstones the other night. It's on its way to me. Hopefully it should be here sometime next week. So I will obviously add that in the vlog when it gets sent to me. But I am really enjoying it. But I haven't picked up a book today, like I said, because it has been rather busy. But that is what I am currently reading. But then I did go out with my friend and we went out for some lunch. We went to a wedding fair as well, and then we went to town, had some lunch, and I popped into Mooch and I picked up a jellycat for me, as you do, because I love a jellycat. I was torn between two and my friend preferred this one, and then I was like, actually I do prefer this one. So I got a cute little taco. His name is Billy. I just absolutely love him. He is adorable. I don't know what, I mean, I need more of the food. I have like a lot of jellycats. They're literally like the top of my bookshelf. I have like the sun and the cloud and ones like that, but I really love the food and he's just adorable. So I think I'm just gonna sit him there. He can just sit there for the remainder of this part. So I picked him up. It was worth the money. I got paid yesterday, but he's just, I love him. But then when I came home, I also have some packages here. So I've got my monthly Illumicrate box, and then I've got a parcel from Pan Macmillan, and I have no idea what the Pan Macmillan one is, and I've got no idea what the Illumicrate one is either. Normally I get spoilers, or I see it on my TikTok, or I kind of spoil it for myself, but I have actually got no idea what the book is. I've got no idea what the stuff is at all. Like, this is like a first for me, so I thought we could just unbox it together. So I've got my scissors. So the theme is magic versus sciences for the April Illumicrate, obviously, box. If you hear any movement, that's Nova. She's hanging around as she does. She likes a box. She likes to just be a part of everything. So we have this and a Nova nose. So this is wash pads. Moths and Poppies reusable wash pads, inspired by the bone season. Actually, these are actually going to be quite useful, I think. So they are designed, so you've got 3 red and you've got 3 blue ones, and obviously you just clean your face with them and then you can stick them in the washing machine. These are actually pretty cool, and I assume it's in this bag because you put it in the bag to wash it, so then it's not flying around your washing machine and that. That's actually pretty cool. I think I will use these. I normally just tend to like scrub with my hands, but very useful. Excited about that. Let's do this. So this are gardening gloves. I mean, they're handy. I'm not a big gardener, but I could be. So these are Botanical Constellation gardening gloves. They are very sticky, but I mean, that's the colour of them. They are quite pretty. I'm sure they will fit my hand. I mean, they're a little bit big, but I mean, they're cute. Summon the power from the surviving sky with these lovely gardening gloves. I've never heard of the surviving sky, so I've got no idea what that's about, but they're very pretty, so I might use them. I'm not the biggest gardener, but I could use them, so we shall see. And then the next thing in here is this rather large, Jesus Christ, the science fiction bookcase. Oh, it's a puzzle. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it's rather huge. Obviously it looks like a book, so you can add it to your bookshelf, which would be pretty cool. This is the science fiction bookcase puzzle. We've hidden many secrets related to some of our favourite sci-fi books in this 1000-piece bookcase puzzle, and how many can you spot? Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm probably not going to realise some of them, but that's... Which way does it open? Oh, and it's not, it is like an actual proper puzzle, and I assume that's what the finished sort of picture will look like. I do like a puzzle every now and then, so we can give that a go at some point. And then the last thing I want to say in here before the actual book is a tin, and this is a Choose Me bookmark tin, and it is inspired by Song of Silver, Flame Like Night. Now I have that book because that was an Illumicrate book many months ago. I haven't got around to reading it though, and the second one's actually come out. It says, I wish for you to not go anywhere without me, in this world and the next. I wish for you to choose me. It's a very pretty, I mean, it's a very standard pencil case tin, but I think I probably will use it. I do quite like these styles of pencil case tins. So I got one from like Muji, I think. So, I mean, and then we have the book, and I do actually already own this book. I got sent it a few days ago, I think. I may have unboxed it in this vlog, I'm not too sure. But I didn't realise that it was going to be this book, and I'm pretty sure it's a different colourway. So this is To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods. I'm pretty sure this is a different colourway to the original, but the sprayed edges are very pretty. The end papers are gorgeous. I wonder if it's the same on the other side. No, it is. Take that off, it is different on the other side, but the naked hardback as well, let's just open this up so you can see. That is what it looks like. It is stunning. I assume it is signed. Yes, it is signed as well. I do already own this book, but no, I do not know what it's about. My friend at work like literally bought this book because I showed him the cover, and he's already started reading it and he's really liking it, so I can only assume it is good. But I mean, I now have 2 copies of this book, which I'm not mad about, but it's very exciting. So yeah, that is all the stuff that I got from Illumicrate. So let me just safely put this back before I then have to rearrange my bookshelves to put this back on. So yeah, that was everything in my Illumicrate box. And then I have this giant parcel from Pan Macmillan. I've got no idea what they sent me. I don't think I've asked for anything, and I don't think they've emailed me either, but I tend to forget anyway. So let's just have a look. It's got a few things in here by the looks of it. So it looks like there are 3 books in here, and they are all proofs, and they all come out in June. So let's just go with this one. So this is Running Close to the Wind by Alexandra Rowland. It is Magic, Monsters and Mayhem on the High Seas. So this comes, it just says June, it doesn't actually say a date. I don't think I've asked for this, so I think they have just randomly sent me this, which I'm not mad about, but I've got no idea what it's about. It's about a boat, obviously. So it says, Avra, who is a former agent of the Arashti Ministry of Intelligence, has stolen the most expensive secret in the world. However, to find a buyer with deep enough pockets, he must take to the high seas with the help of his on-again, off-again ex, pirate captain, and head of the Isles for the Lost Souls. Sounds very interesting. It's obviously some sort of fantasy book by the sounds of it, and it sounds like it's a male protagonist as well, which I suppose I'm not necessarily used to. I'm kind of thinking this could be similar to like the adventures of Amina El Sarafi, but maybe not. But very exciting. And then the next one we have is The Burial Plot by Elizabeth McNeil. I've seen like really good things about this. This comes out the 6th of June. The cover is stunning, even just like the back of it is absolutely gorgeous, and obviously that is the front. Now I feel like this is like, is this historical? I could be wrong. Yes, so London 1839, with the cemeteries full and money to be made in death, tricksters Crawford and Bonnie survive on wicked schemes and ill-gotten coin. But one blistering evening their fortunes flip. A man lies in a pool of blood at Bonnie's feet, and now she needs to disappear. It's from the Sunday Times bestselling author of The Doll Factory. I thought that name rang a bell. I've heard of The Doll Factory, but I haven't read it. It is a unstoppable historical thriller about murder, manipulation, and one woman's determination to live life on her terms no matter what it takes. So it's not a fancy, it's just a historical thriller sort of, but it sounds really good, and just the cover has just drawn me in, so we have that one. And then the last one is, I never know how to pronounce his name, but it's Adrian's book, Service Model. It's his newest one. He's a sci-fi author from what I know. I haven't read any of his books, but they are quite popular. So it says, the master of sci-fi storytelling returns with a delightfully humorous tale of robotic murder, rebellion and belonging, perfect for fans of Douglas Adams and Martha Wells. So I'll be excited to give this a go. I kind of wanted to pick up a book by him anyway, so I'm excited to kind of dive in and see what all the fuss is about with him. So we have that. So yeah, some very good book mail from Pan Macmillan, so thank you very much for sending me that. I really didn't expect anything, so I mean, I'm very, very grateful. So that's all the plans I have. Taco, Illumicrate, Pan Macmillan. I'm going out in about an hour or so, going to a gig to watch a family member who plays in a band, so going to do that. I think I need to make something to eat because I haven't necessarily eaten much. I had some lunch while I was out, but that was about it. So yeah, I don't know if I'm actually going to read today, just because life is pretty busy today. Yeah. But I will probably speak to you tomorrow at some point with any updates. So I'm going to head off and I will speak to you then. It's been such a busy, hectic weekend. I literally haven't read all weekend, but yeah, it's been so fun. I've been out and just being social. My social battery is completely drained. I'm ready to like not talk to anyone for like a week. But I've had such a fun weekend, like you would have seen. This morning I did a little bit of badminton and then went out and did some bowling, had some lunch. Friends came round and we hung around with Nova and they just, you know, were just chatting. It was just a really nice weekend, but I just feel like I haven't had the time to pick up a book, which isn't a bad thing, but I just don't necessarily have any like reading updates because I just haven't read. So on that note, I am going to end the vlog here. Since filming this clip, we have now hit over 600 subscribers, which is just insane. Like, I can't even believe there's that many of you who are subscribed to me. It's literally, I can't wrap my head around it. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who watches my videos, who likes, who comments, who subscribes. Thank you for just doing what you do. I really hope you enjoyed this weekly vlog. I think I managed to get actually quite a lot of reading done throughout the week. Not really including this weekend, but from Monday to Friday I think I did pretty well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have made it to the end of this vlog, then comment down what you are currently reading, because I just like to know what people are reading and just see whether I have it on my TBR, whether I've read it. I'm just a nosy person. So yeah, comment down below what you've read or what you're currently reading, and I will see you in the next video.